Preparing to live stream.
Yay.
Setting up. Preparing to live stream. You're on.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. My name is Monica, and I work for California State Parks. Thank you so much for joining today's virtual Junior Ranger programs called Castle to Coast Kids. We are so excited to be offering these programs for you. You'll be able to explore all over the Central Coast of California in the San Luis Obispo Coast District, which is the area of California where we are located, as well as Hearst Castle, Morro Bay State Park, and tons of other beautiful state parks all along the coast here. So these programs happen every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 10 a.m. to about 10:40, and we get to explore all kinds of areas. Like, for example, today we are here at a beautiful beach within Hearst San Simeon State Park, and this is called William R. Hearst Memorial Beach. Check it out. It is a beautiful day today. The sun just came out, so we've got perfect timing. And I'm super excited to be able to share with you some of my favorite parts about this area. Now, I would like to point out that I am wearing a mask today because this beach is a public space, but I'm scanning, looking around me. There's really no one on the beach right now, so I'm just going to give you a quick smile, and I'm going to put my mask back on for safety, to keep others and myself safe and healthy while we're here in a public space, and I hope that you are doing the same. All right, so thank you so much again for joining us today for our Junior Ranger programs, Castle to Coast Kids. Very, very excited. So like I said, today I am at William R. Hearst Memorial Beach, which is part of Hearst San Simeon State Park, a California state park. And this beach is really awesome for lots of different reasons. I love being here. Not only is it beautiful, but it has a lot of wildlife that might come around here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to let you scan this area. I'm going to move the camera a little bit back and forth so you can just take it all in. And what I'd really like if you did is if you were silent and you listened really carefully and you looked really carefully. What we're going to do, we're going to make some observations about things that we see and things that we hear. So I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to do this. I'm going to go off screen, and you can go ahead and enjoy taking a look at this beautiful beach here. So remember, think of things that you see, things that you hear. All right, let's come back together. What kinds of things did you see and hear on the beach here? Talk about some things that we saw first. Maybe you saw this big piece of land out here with all those tall trees on it. That piece of land is called San Simeon Point. Maybe you saw our western gull friends right there. That white spot is a bird, western gull. You might know it as a seagull. Maybe you noticed a lot more western gulls over there, all those spots on the ground there. And maybe you also noticed this awesome pier, the San Simeon Pier. We are in San Simeon today. So the San Simeon Pier, San Simeon Point, maybe those are some things you noticed. What about some things that you heard? Well, I definitely heard the ocean. I heard some waves crashing on the shore. Maybe you heard that too. Oh, right now I just heard some birds. I don't know if you can pick up on that, but I definitely hear some birds. It sounds like they're up in the trees. Maybe there's some that are a little bit further away out on the pier. But that is one of my favorite things about this area here is that we can see so many different types of wildlife, not only birds that you can find in the ocean, on land, in trees, anywhere, but tons of mammals, like maybe even you can see bobcats in the area, raccoons. We see tons of ground squirrels over in the parking lot. You might even see some marine mammals that live in the ocean. So sometimes I like to come out here and I just take a look out into the ocean and I see if I can spot some dolphins. And sometimes I do. Sometimes you can see groups of dolphins swimming through the water. You see their fins coming up. It's really, really amazing. Sometimes I even like to walk out on the pier here, look down at the water, and sometimes I even see a sea otter lying on its back, eating something off of its chest, enjoying the beautiful blue ocean. And sometimes during some parts of the year, you can even see something called an elephant seal. Has anyone ever heard of an elephant seal before? That's kind of a funny sounding animal, huh? Elephant seal. What do you think it looks like? Well, I'm going to show you a picture of this funny looking creature called the elephant seal. And what's really amazing about the elephant seal is that it actually spends a lot of time in Hearst San Simeon State Park. So here is a picture of a male elephant seal. Wow, check it out. Do you notice that huge nose? That's why it's called an elephant seal, because its nose reminds people of an elephant's trunk. And yes, we can see these animals here on this specific beach, usually during the winter. At other times of year, they hang out in other beaches close by here that are still within Hearst San Simeon State Park. But this place is really, really special because during the winter time, this might be where some of those males go, or maybe if you're really lucky, it might be where a pregnant mother, a female elephant seal, may give birth to a pup or a baby elephant seal. And I'll show you what a pup looks like because I think that they are super cute. So let me show you what a pup or a baby elephant seal looks like. Check it out. So maybe if we're really lucky during the winter time, we may see a mother and her newborn pup here on the beaches of this area where we're at, this beach. Now, this pup and its mother have a really interesting relationship. So the mother, when she gives birth to her pup, she's only with her pup for maybe a few months, right? Maybe up to 3 months. She nurses, or maybe not even 3 months. Maybe it's only 1 month. Probably more likely to be 1 month that she's only with her pup. And during that 1 month, she is feeding her pup. She's nursing it, giving it milk, right? Protecting her pup, keeping it safe, watching out for her pup. And then when that month is over, the mom will go back out to the ocean and she leaves her pup here on the beach to kind of fend for itself for a little while. So imagine that you are a newborn pup, you're only 1 month old, and your mother goes out to sea and you maybe will never see her again. Imagine, that must be kind of scary for that pup, right? It doesn't quite know how to swim yet. It doesn't quite know how to catch food, right? But it learns over time. It learns with maybe some other pups it might find on the beach. It learns how to swim, learns how to catch food, and eventually that pup will go back or will go out to the ocean for themselves, and they will be in their new home. So imagine this pup. They probably have to be pretty brave, right? What does it mean to be brave, huh? If you're sitting next to someone, go ahead and share with them. What do you think it means to be brave? I bet you probably have some ideas, so I'll give you a second. Think about what it means to be brave. What were you thinking? For me, when I think of what it means to be brave, I think that being brave is doing something, even if you might be scared or it might make you nervous. Is that kind of what you were thinking too? Yeah, that's what bravery is, right? And these pups, believe it or not, they probably have to be pretty brave too. They're probably very, very scared when their mother leaves them here on the beach. And they don't really know quite how to be an elephant seal yet, right? So these pups have to be brave just like humans do sometimes. Now, I'd like you to think about a time where maybe you had to be brave. Because we all have to be brave every once in a while, right? I'll give you some examples. Maybe you were brave on your first day of school. Maybe you were going to a new school and you didn't know your teachers, didn't know your classmates. Maybe you were brave when you played a sport for the first time, or maybe when you jumped in a pool for the first time. Think about a time when you had to be brave. You were scared to do something, but you did it anyway. I'll give you a second to think about that time. All right. Hopefully you've thought of a time when you had to be brave. I'll tell you when I had to be brave. I had to be brave, well, pretty much every single time I do one of these programs. It's kind of scary being on camera and knowing that people might be watching you. So I have to be brave every single time I do one of these programs, which is a lot. It's a little scary, but I do it anyway, right? So what I'd like you to do is keep that moment of bravery in your head throughout today's program. And we're going to come back to it in a little bit. So put that in the back of your head, the time when you had to be brave. And we are going to readdress that in a bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that picture off. And today, for our virtual Junior Ranger program, I'm going to be sharing with you one of my very favorite books ever, which is called Shelby, the Brave Little Pup of San Simeon Bay. San Simeon Bay, that's where we are. We are at San Simeon Bay. So I'd love it if you cozied up, got comfortable, and we're going to spend a little bit of time reading this book together today. So Shelby, the Brave Little Pup of San Simeon Bay. It's written by Julia Stanner and illustrated by Jane Kuntz. This must be Shelby, the pup. That must be Shelby's mom. Let's find out what happens. Our journey begins this chilly winter day on a quiet beach in San Simeon Bay. Take a closer look. You are sure to see more. Look what is stirring over there on the shore. Huh, I see something right there. Maybe that's what we're supposed to be looking at. And check out that picture, by the way. Look at this beautiful illustration. Believe it or not, this is the beach we're standing on. There's the pier right there. It's got the pier that way. And if you look really closely on the top, you can see Hearst Castle. where you may have been visiting us for these Junior Ranger programs. In fact, we'll be there tomorrow. So beautiful beach. We've got something over there with the San Simeon Pier and Hearst Castle on top of the hill. Shelby, an elephant seal, just a few weeks old, is snuggling with Mama to hide from the cold. Listen closely, my little one, Mama whispers to her pup. So short is the time for you to grow up. Come follow Mama. Let's look to the sky. Your home is the ocean, and I'll tell you why. Wow, check out that picture. I think it looks a lot like where we are right now. How about you? I see the pier. I see this stretch of land. Maybe that is San Simeon Point. Pretty amazing. We're right where Shelby is. You will swim in the ocean like a bird through air. Catching lots of yummy fish will be your only care. When your time comes, you will not be so small. When you're ready, you'll hear the ocean's call. You may travel alone or perhaps find a friend. Be brave, and I hope your fun will never end. Did you hear that? Mama says that you may travel alone. Shelby may travel alone, huh? She's letting her know. One day soon, Mama will return to the sea, for only in the ocean can we truly be free. Someday, my dear Shelby, in the sea we will meet. We will share a big hug and a yummy squid treat. Give yourself a big hug like Mama and Shelby did. Awesome. Until you are grown, your home is this shore. Now it's bedtime for you, but Shelby begged to hear more. Be brave, my little Shelby, and remember, my dear, keep me in your thoughts, and I will always be near. Oh, something's happening. There's Shelby, but Mama's way out there. It looks like she's heading to the ocean now. The very next morning, Shelby woke up and knew this was the day to be a brave little pup. Oh, Shelby looks pretty sad. So does Mama. Mama slowly dove in, looking back once more to her brave little pup alone on the shore. Shelby wanted to cry, but she had to be strong. The ocean would soon call. Mama couldn't be wrong. So now Shelby's alone on the beach. Got some people there. Oh, we have someone who looks like they have the same logo as me. Park Ranger Rick came by the next day. He put up a sign saying, "Please stay away." Beachgoers saw the sign and knew to stay away. Dogs were always leashed, so they would not stray. That's a good idea to keep your dog leashed in the park, because maybe it might scare animals like Shelby. Oh, this picture looks pretty sad. With pounding hard rain, winter storms would pour. How Shelby wished to snuggle with Mama once more. Thinking of Mama. For many lonely weeks, our brave little pup endured many hardships waiting to grow up. Several weeks, she was alone. Oh, but this picture looks a whole lot happier. What do you think? Spring finally arrived with its soft ocean wind, calling to Shelby, "It's time to come in." Shelby heard another call. It sounded so near, yet not from the ocean, and it was nothing to fear. So Shelby heard something else besides the ocean. Huh. Up the beach, far away, was another little seal, calling out for some help with a weak little squeal. There's another pup on the beach. They found each other. Shelby wiggled quite a while to reach the lonely little pup. Giving each other a smile, they knew things were looking up. Feeling all alone in the world no longer, they suddenly felt much braver and stronger. So maybe being together, having a friend makes you feel better, feel stronger, more brave. The ocean was calling with welcoming waves. It's time to come home. It's time to be brave. Shelby's new little friend was so small and so thin. Both were very hungry. They just need to jump in. They're super hungry because their moms left. They can't get any more milk from their moms, and they only get their food from the ocean. So they have to go out pretty soon to catch some fish. Bravely facing their fears, they wiggled right on in. Easier than they thought. Now their fun can begin. Caught a fish. Staying close to shore, they would catch fish and play, venturing out yonder, going farther each day. So day by day, they are getting a little bit more brave, a little bit more strong. The deep sea now calling, with their strength nearly double, though leaving their quiet cove could be asking for trouble. Around the point, heading north, hoping one day to return, feeling very courageous, but with much more to learn. In the wide open sea, feeling very small, their little heads bobbing as swells rise and fall. Look, there's the pier way in the background. So they've already swam pretty far. They're still close to the coast though. It's time for them to go out to the deep sea. Every day, more at home, frolicking in the sea, playing fun games of try and catch me, popping up for air to such a surprising view. Shelby shouts, "Look, they're just like me and you." More elephant seals. A blanket of blubber basking in the sun. Our silly seals had thought they were the only ones. But there are tons more at a different beach. Check it out. Look at all those other elephant seals. They can do some funny poses, huh? This one's doing some yoga. These guys are napping, cuddling, maybe yawning or yelling. These ones might be fighting with each other. Which one's your favorite elephant seal pose or elephant seal movement? Making such a racket with their squealing and squawking, causing such a ruckus with their wrestling and mocking. Their feisty fellow seals were so wild and loud, they agreed not to join such a rowdy crowd. So Shelby and her friends aren't going to hang out with these seals because they're a little too noisy, and they definitely can be. Having each other was more than enough. And some of those seals seemed kind of rough. They headed towards the lighthouse and just kept going from there. Having fun in the sun would be their only care. Oh, looks like they might be waving goodbye, but they don't look very sad about it. Many adventures filled their long summer days, but now, big and strong, they would go separate ways. Best buddies for so long, their friendship was so dear. They promised to meet at San Simeon next year. They'll come back. Explore the California coast, having fun on the way, and discover the beauty of San Simeon Bay. Come play on the beach or stroll on the pier. Some amazing sights will be very near. Maybe you'll see Shelby, now big and grown up. And remember the journey of our brave little pup. Wow. Let's just take a look at this beautiful picture. So I see a whale down here. Sometimes you can see whales here. Some dolphins, some kayakers, people playing on the beach, walking on the pier. There's some sea otters way down there. And look, again, there's Hearst Castle on top of the hill. And the zebras. Did you know we have zebras here? That's a story for another time. But wow, Shelby, the brave little pup of San Simeon Bay. I hope you enjoyed that story. I sure did. And I love seeing the beautiful pictures of this very spot right here. Let's talk about what we read today. So Shelby had to be brave because her mother left, right? She left her on the beach to kind of learn how to be an elephant seal, and she was really, really scared, right? But something changed in the story that made Shelby not so scared anymore. It made her be a little bit more brave. Do you remember what it was? I do. Shelby became more brave and less scared when she found another pup, when she had someone else to be there with her. Wow, so maybe sometimes other people can help you learn to be brave or learn to be stronger. So let's think about that. Go back to that the time when you were brave. Remember how we tried to think of a time when we were brave together? So let's think about that time and go back to that time. Was there someone there to help you be brave? Maybe you had a teacher or a parent or a friend, a brother or sister, a coach, a doctor to help you be brave? Did you have anyone there who made you feel a little bit better about what you were doing? Let's see. Did I have anybody make me feel better when I was brave? Yes. Whenever I'm scared to do programs like these, when I have to be brave, I always talk to the other people I work with, and they help me feel a little bit better about it. So it's really, really awesome that we can have other people that help us be brave, help us not be so scared or not be so nervous. So if you had someone who helped you be brave that one time, then that is so awesome. Maybe you didn't have anybody there to help you be brave, and that's okay too. Sometimes we have to be brave alone, sometimes we need other people, but you can also help others be brave too. So maybe you're not scared about something, but you know someone else that is. Maybe it's your first day of school, but you know everyone in the class, but there's someone new who is probably pretty scared, who probably has to be brave. So what you can do, you can help them, right? Be super nice to them, introduce them, now probably make them feel a lot better, right? So that's just something to keep in mind, that elephant seals have to be brave, people have to be brave, and sometimes we need other people there to help us do that. All right. So thank you so much for joining and reading that awesome book with me. I have a couple things else I want to share with you. So let me find what I'm looking for, because what I would love for you to do is to share with me the time when you were brave. Because I really want to see. I want to know, when were you brave? So what you can do, you can draw a picture, write a story of a time when you were brave, or maybe if you don't want to share that, you can write some things that maybe you observed about this beach. Remember when we looked and listened for things we might find on the beach? You can share with me that. Share with me anything you'd like, but especially if you have a story about being brave. If you draw a picture or write a story, you can have your parents take a picture of it and they can share it with us on social media. So I'll give you an example of what I did. Here's me being scared about filming myself for a program. So I drew me being brave here because I did it anyway, even though I was scared. I'd love to see what you draw. So you can share with us on our social media pages, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can find us there. So have your parents share it with us, and we would love to see what you come up with. A couple things before we end today. You can join us every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for most of the summer from 10 a.m. to 10:40. We explore all sorts of beautiful areas, whether it's on the coast here or up on top of the hill at Hearst Castle. Tomorrow, we will be doing Parks PE. So we're going to get moving, get active. We're going to learn some cool exercises that might be related to different animals or things up at Hearst Castle. It's very, very fun, very exciting, and very cool to explore new places. So remember to join us every week for that. And I'm going to go ahead and sign off. But thank you so, so much for joining today. Again, my name is Monica. I work for California State Parks, and we just learned a little bit about Hearst San Simeon State Park here and what you may find. So thanks so much, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.